One of the most frustrating things about working on old motorcycles is removing the case covers and having to scrape off the old gasket material. After spending hours and hours and hours over the years, I figured out the best way to do it. It's not easy, it's not fun, but it's the best way.
Step 1 is to start taking off all this low-hanging fruit with utility knife blades, so make sure you have a lot on hand, because as soon as they start to dull, you want to replace it. Now this is sharp steel on soft aluminum, so you want to use 2 hands. Make sure you're holding it nice and flat against the mating surface so you don't bevel off the edges or dig in too much. Hold it at a nice shallow angle and just scrape off all the easy stuff. You can see I'm leaving some on. I'm not going for perfection here because that'll come in the next step. Some people like to use brake cleaner on this. I really don't notice any difference. This is how it should look when you're done with this step. This next step is the real secret. This is a paint and rust stripping wheel. I'll put the link to it down below. This is what gets it perfectly clean. Just let it go at high speed, let the wheel do the work, and just guide it along, eating away all that old, rotten, rock-hard gasket material until you're left with the nice, shiny aluminum below. Spray out with compressed air all of the little bits that got in the cover, and then clean it up one last time with some brake cleaner and you are good to go. This cover is off of a 1982 Yamaha, and look at how absolutely beautiful it can get this mating surface. I have spent years and years and years trying every different method for scraping off gaskets, and this is the best way to get it done.
Now, if you're working on a bike that's had the gasket scraped off half a dozen times or more, you might still have little gouges and nicks out of the aluminum, which is going to cause a leak even with a fresh gasket. So what I've had to do a few times in the past is on both sides of the new gasket, put a light coating of gasket maker on. What I like to use is either Honda Bond HT or the Yamaha Bond number 4. And that'll keep out any oil leaks. Well, I'm sorry to say you're not going to avoid good old elbow grease, but following that procedure, you should get a great result. Good luck. Thanks for watching.